Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of the Scottish Rugby Podcast. It's our Christmas special 2023. And as we have done in previous years, we've got a quiz. But rather than me ask some really niche questions to our regular podcast co-hosts, I've roped in some other people to torture as well and have arguments with about the calorie count of Quality Streets. So joining us this evening, we've got three teams. We've got Grav from the Rock and Roll Podcast, and we've got Gavin from, I was going to say the Rap Podcast, but that's the family of podcasts, Gavin, that you're part of.
It is, yes.
So that's our team one. Gavin, have you got a team name?
Well, look, obviously we're trying to unseat some fairly settled partnerships here. So I thought Gav, can we be called Quiz Harris?
I'm fine with that.
Quiz Harris. Okay, we've got Quiz Harris. Next, our other guest, then we've got from Rock and Roll, and also the Monster Podcast, got Patricia Vieira. Hello, Patricia.
Hello.
And joining her from Blood and Mud, we've got Josh Gardner. Hello, Josh.
Hello.
Have you guys got a team name? Do you think if you got a good pun you can think of?
No, because you didn't ask us ahead of time.
I didn't. Well, that's the fun of it.
Surely Team Built Different. That's us. Yeah.
We can be Team Built Different.
Team Built Different will do. Lovely. And then
before we start, can I just say, Grav saying that he wants to see some unseated settled partnerships. You literally do a podcast with Patricia. That should be your part.
Yeah.
Patricia was very quick to distance herself from me. Yeah. Cammy asked, will we available for a podcast? And she said, yeah, as long as it's not him.
I was going to say, you've actually unsettled your own partnership there.
To be fair, he does a podcast with me as well, so...
Yeah, but that's about horror. There's no questions about. That's the one thing there isn't questions about tonight.
The whole thing is going to be a horror by the time we get to the end.
Last and certainly least, we have two of our regulars. We've got John Anderson. Hello, John.
So that's like the second time in 24 hours that you've just came at me, Cammy.
It is. I did describe you as a fucking idiot last night on the group chat when you said you're working for free for for a former, a now failed rugby magazine.
And to be fair, I did say at the time, I led in with, yes, it was me that was the idiot, but I think I made you feel a wee bit bad when I responded. So
you did. I was typing at the same time. We were typing at the same time, but you are still a fucking idiot for working for free for a magazine that was had a large advertising budget. And Craig Manson. Good evening, Craig.
Good evening. How are we doing?
Very well. Have you guys got John?
I've got nothing smart to say. I've got nothing smart to say because, apart from, I do agree with you, Cammy, that John is a fucking idiot, but that's a different story altogether.
Whoa. Right.
Have you two, aside from the fucking idiots, have you got an idea of a team name?
So, I mean, I'm thinking quiz, 10 out of 10, something to do with tens, failed tens, maybe not.
What, that you've not got one?
I actually will.
Or that we took one from Patricia's region. What would you like to
talk
about?
We'll just go with the fucking idiots. That was the
we started infighting already, and it's like we're supposed to be a team.
Right, we've got this is an endurance test. Whether or not we get through all of this, we've got 7 rounds of questions, potentially up to 76 questions in those 7 rounds. They're all themed. The first round, I'm hoping in the background lurking away, and I'm hoping he's listening in. We've got Johnny McGinty, who's going to help me with some maths. Johnny, are you there? He's probably putting the kids to bed. I've got to let Johnny lurk away there. So this first round is called The Ali Price is Right. So it's Christmas time. Everyone's got Christmas merchandise out. There's lots of things you want to be buying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each to give you an item, and I want you, as in a team, to tell me how much you think it costs. Closest to the price will win a point. So we'll start with Grav and Gavin. A Stade Francais Christmas scarf.
I feel like Josh is going to smash this round already.
Oh, yeah.
Anything to do with rugby merch, and Josh is on there, we're ruined.
And French rugby merch as well.
Only dealing shirts.
I'd like the price. I'd like the price in euros because I haven't had time to go on xe.com and.
Euros. It'll be silly expensive because it's Stade Francais one day. I'm thinking €30.
Oh, I would have said more.
Yeah, I'm
But
happy to go more.
I'm in the valley, so I just assume everything is more expensive once you leave.
So what, Cal? I'll need to take your answer.
40
35.
euros.
40, I'll
35.
go. Yeah, that's
Four,
fine.
I'm going with 40. 40 is your final answer, right? 40
Yeah,
euros. Next, Craig and John.
So,
Sorry,
okay.
only good, John. No, please carry on.
Right. So my gut was actually similar to the boys. It's going to be daft expensive. It's going to be pretty colourful. That's going to cost money. So it's going to be. I reckon it's going to be in that 35 to 40 euro bracket. I was saying 34.99 actually.
34. Are you agree with that, Craig?
I thought more between 25 and 30 euros. So just bearing in mind some of the other teams in the world that are.
Well, just think how.
I do need one answer per team, though.
If Edinburgh released a Christmas scarf, think all the internationals you guys are trying to pay for. It would be $34.99 guaranteed. So
I'm going to go with the Weege.
Go with the Weege, $34.99, and Josh and Patricia.
See, now
I think that we should lowball them slightly.
I think so too.
As somebody, not to brag, who lives in the European Union, so deals with euros on a daily basis, I would probably say 30 euros. I definitely own like a Munster scarf or two. They're probably 30 quid.
Yeah, I would probably go even lower because I remember the Stade Francais Christmas jumper from last season, which had a strange cat on it, which I loved. And that was about 50 euros. Is it really going to be I reckon like 25 euro.
We can go 25.
Let's go 25 euro. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it is Josh and Patricia. I have got the point there. It was 29 euro.
It's a fucking bargain.
I don't need Johnny McGinty for this. I can do maths. Number 2, we're going to start with John and Craig. So we're going to do a rotation to make sure this is fair for everybody. A Bristol Bears set of 6 baubles. Okay. An official Bristol Bears set of 6 baubles.
I reckon they must be. I think they're either $9.99 or $14.99, John.
Yeah, so I was thinking $14.99 was kind of what the numbers just come to me, and I'm just going to say them as they come to me. So yeah, $14.99.
Yeah, it's a beautiful mind over there in the beach.
$14.99. Okay. Next, then, Josh and Patricia, what are you going for? We got $14.99 for the first team.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
I would have said more than that. I feel like they'll fleece people for those.
How many baubles are we talking again?
We are talking 6 baubles. It is. I should also add. It is in a Christmas tree shaped presentation box.
Oh,
I'm in the 20s already.
Yeah, I reckon 20 quid.
Yeah, let's go 20 then.
Yeah.
20,
even though I think I have a sneaking suspicion it might even be more than that, but we can go for 20. That's fine.
I mean, somebody's going to have to pay for. Not even
Bristol.
Yeah, just Bristol.
Grab and
Tower.
Gavin.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, someone's got to pick up Vaca Tower's wages.
Yes.
Or at least the ambulance to follow them around.
I forgot.
Shots fired, Manson.
Sorry, I'm drinking tonight. I apologise.
Cheers, Greg.
The tone has been lowered, Greg.
Where we going, Gav?
Well, I think it's probably in between the two of these, but 6 I don't know. Yeah, I'm
not going to lie. I've already forgot what both teams said. So I trust you.
Well, in between 12 quid and 20 quid, I would say.
Let's say 15 then. We'll go 15.
You've gone 15. So the other team went for $14.99. You've gone for 15.
Oh,
and then we've got £20.
I was misled by Gav there, who told me between 12 and 20.
I'll tell you the answer. It is a bargain, £12 for a set of 6 Bristol Bears baubles.
Point for us.
Craig and John take the points. So next we're starting with Josh and Patricia. For this one is an official British Lions Christmas jumper.
Is it British Lions or British and Irish Lions? Because if they've added the Irish, it might drive up the price a little bit.
It's not after that World Cup we won.
From what they're telling us now, that who's going to be coaching them next time? It's just going to be the Irish Lions.
The Leinster Lions Christmas jumper, is that what we're trying to get the price of here?
How do you manage to crash out a quarter final of the Lions tour? How's that going to work?
So you'd have to get to a quarter final, which I know you guys don't really understand. But anyway, Josh, Christmas jumper, 50 quid. Is that what you said before?
I mean, I reckon, like, do
you think the Lions one will be more than that?
Well, I wonder if the Lions one might be cheap as fuck now because, like, they did it a few years ago, didn't they?
And also, it's 2023. Who the fuck gives a fuck about a Lions tour in 2023?
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
they knock out new merch all the time, though. Because
they probably are, aren't they? I would say
rich men need to be richer.
35, 40 quid. Probably.
Okay, let's go 40 then.
You're going 40 quid. Okay, then next we go with Grav and Gav. What are you going for British and Irish Lions?
45 quid, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was happy to go 45 to 50.
You've gone 45. Lovely. Okay, and then Craig and John, what are you going for?
Is it a Christmas jumper or is it like a cashmere V-neck?
It's the official British Lions Christmas jumper.
It's a Christmas jumper. I think it's 35 quid, John.
Do you know, you can think. I mean, it's funny how quickly I stopped giving a fuck about the Lions. So aye, go for it. 35 notes. Fucking MD buying that's an idiot, but battering.
You have swooped.
I was told that Cammy's trying to do maths, and I've got some concerns.
Hello,
Someone
John.
said I don't care about the Lions.
Good evening.
And Johnny disappeared.
Johnny's arrived to help me. It's fine, Johnny. Everybody's been. There's not been any complicated maths yet, but we've still got a few questions to go. So it is £32 for the official British Lions Christmas jumper. So the points go to Craig and John, who said 35. So they are the closest.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
It's like Beetlejuice. You mentioned something about maths, and Johnny turns up.
Right. So I started with
maths,
the third one. So
we're
back. We're back to starting with Grav and Gavin, aren't we?
Yep.
We're off to a flyer.
Right.
Come on, Gav.
Here we go. So, how much for an identical official RFU Christmas jumper, but the only difference is it says England instead of the Lions?
$3.99.
Grav and Gavin. We're starting with Grav and Gavin for this one.
It'll be more because the RFU
It'll be much more.
Oh yeah, the RFU do love money.
And England rugby fans, rich idiots who'll fucking pay for it.
So I would say it's an identical pattern. The only difference is it says England instead of the Lions in a repeating pattern on the jumper.
37.50.
No, come on, let's go bold, Gav.
No,
45 at least.
No, 37.50.
Oh, there's going to be a mutiny already.
I will need an answer from you.
Well, seniority takes it. And
37.50. Right. Craig and John.
So yeah, you're right. England do like money because they don't have any. So there's every opportunity that so my gut, Craig, immediately went double. Like, and I know that's probably wild, but they are fleecing bastards. So
you see, I think it's exactly the same.
Do you think that, like, I guarantee you that it's not going to be exactly the same? But if you want to go exactly the same, let's go for it.
Well, I don't want
you've won the last two. You've got the last 2 points. I trust you, Manson. Just don't disappoint me.
You've absolutely fucking ruined it now. By saying that you trust me, but yeah, okay, we'll go exactly the same.
Trust you.
30. You're going for what? 32 for the same as the last
30.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Josh and Patricia.
I hate to expose myself as being really competitive and start like game playing already, but they said 37.50. So if we say like 42, then whether it's 45 or 40, we're still going to win.
Johnny, they're doing maths.
They are. You're right. I didn't put on the same pants as Carol Voder for nothing, Cameron. We'll be fine.
Are they signed?
Yeah, by me.
This is like
I didn't buy Carol Voderman's pants. I just bought the same ones.
He didn't buy them. He didn't buy them.
Didn't buy them.
Louis V. Samet wearing Cristiano Ronaldo pants was bad. You were wearing Carol Vorderman pants.
Signed Carol Vorderman pants.
Signed Carl Vorderman pants.
Former Rear of the Year, Carol Vorderman.
I told you and Johnny.
I mean,
So
that
I've
is
just,
between you
I've
and
just
him.
been sick in my mouth there for a second.
So back to the quiz. Patricia and Josh.
Well, see,
The
I know
identical
that,
official RFU Christmas jumper that says England instead of the Lions.
I know that both the Lions and England use Fanatics as their retail partner, and a lot of the stuff is the same. So I
Okay.
reckon it's the fucking same or very similar.
This feels
So
feels
will we-
unfair. Josh is using
Mr.
it
I
just
only know
contacts.
about rugby jerseys.
So
Yeah, and
will we say
I also know who gives me affiliate revenue, and it is Fanatics for both.
will we say
Um,
35 then?
Fuck it, yeah, 35. Smack it
All
in the
right.
middle.
It's actually £16 reduced in the sale. So another point.
So
That's another
I,
one for us. Yes!
I
Hang
said
on.
$3.99 earlier on.
You did. but
The England,
It
the
wasn't your
England
turn.
one's reduced, but the Lions one isn't.
Yeah. But
the
it's the
Lions,
England
you
one.
don't
I
have
can't
another
stress
for
enough.
2 years and don't have for another 2.
I cannot stress
Hey.
this enough, though, Johnny. It does say England on it.
Yeah, and pipe down over there, Mr. Teamless.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just here to be the glamorous assistant. I'm here for like 5
Craig-
minutes before I go back to what I'm doing.
Craig and John, starting with you. What is the price for an official set of France Rugby table knives? There are 6 in the set. So the official France Rugby table set of 6 table knives. How much are we talking?
When you say
And
table
the
knives,
price
are they
in
for-
euros.
Are they butter knives, fish knives?
Yeah,
or are
exactly.
they
They're
just
described. They're
standard
described as table knives. They are branded with the French Rugby logo. They are French table knives.
What colour are they?
They're knives, John.
Yeah, no, but what colour? What? Like they could be slightly different colours of metal, can't they?
They've got a nice black handle on them
Okay, right, so yeah, we're getting detail
and a
now. Go
stainless
on.
steel blade.
Excellent.
Just
okay,
stainless steel, it's not
that's all I
silver.
asked.
Oh, that's
We should-
disappointing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just asking. Like, we need details here, right? What we're thinking, Craig?
In euros.
20
You,
euros.
you, €20. You're for the posh end of town, so you know you're more likely to use a knife instead of just getting wired in with a fork.
I use 2 different knives.
Oh, exactly. There you go.
20
Inscription.
euros for 6 knives.
Yeah.
He's from Glasgow.
Where did
He's
you
from
last buy
Glasgow,
knives?
Johnny.
Johnny's just about to show his Tory side here and be like,
Yeah. 20 years. I wouldn't.
€6, I wouldn't say.
Absolutely. I would
20
never.
euros wouldn't even buy me half a handle for my knives.
Right, come on. How many?
€20.
How much? 20 euros.
20.
Right. Josh and Patricia.
This reeks of some sort of like high end.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Collab
definitely think
for
it's
me.
more than 20
I
euros.
reckon we're like €150.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to go quite that high, but
No, I
no,
reckon
you're,
it's some
you're
fancy.
probably right, though, because they're knives. That's going to be like, I would have said like 70 quid easily.
Yeah, I reckon it's above a ton. I really think it is. Maybe I'm mad here.
Final
Maybe
answer.
they're really cheap and shit. But if they're good knives,
Give them a
I reckon-
number, Josh.
150. Fuck it.
150 euros from Josh. Right, Gavin.
Oof.
Got quite a wide ballpark to fit. You could either
Alright,
fit in between it or you could overshoot,
yeah.
Josh. What's
I,
your strategy here?
I think we
Can
slot
Johnny
in-
do the maths for the middle part? What's the middle ground here?
I reckon if we go above 35 euros, that slots us in.
I think we go higher than that. Let's go 50, and then we'll see what happens.
45.
You going
It's not a
45?
fucking
I feel like I'm
negotiation, boys.
bartering with you on every question so far. I feel like I'm in a Turkish bazaar. What's going on?
But the
You
We're
need
not
like a
trying to
little
buy
break
bartering
it,
there
doesn't really make any
knives.
sense,
we
though.
can confer.
It's stupid
Yeah.
bartering, because all you're doing is bartering slightly higher than the low offer. You want to try and get in between the two offers.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Is
I
that
know
not
how
how-
your
is
maths
that-
to you.
Is that not how most Welsh teams barter for the new players? Like,
No, we
I-
I'll tell you what.
I'm a Dragons fan.
the-
We
the
just hang
Scottish
around
education
casualty
system is
departments of
giving Wales and
hospitals.
England a fucking battering here.
50.
Right.
Final answer, Cammy.
50. Final answer. All right.
50,
Josh
I'll
and Patricia
take
win
that.
it. It is actually €219 for the
Jesus.
official France set of 6 table knives.
Told you it wasn't 20 quid,
what?
Craig.
Do you
I
get
ain't buying
fancy
any of
with
those
that?
fucking knives, that's for sure. I'm going to go down to IKEA and get myself sorted with 20 quid knives and paint fucking France on it.
So we've got the final one here. Josh and Patricia, it's down to you. How much is it for a life-size Antoine Dupont cutout?
I mean,
cutout.
I am willing to pay thousands.
I'll send you the link afterwards.
The thing is, I will definitely buy one of those. I don't know how much cardboard cutouts are expensive because I went to get someone a cardboard cutout for a present one time and I was like, fuck that, they're so expensive.
But also, is this a cardboard cutout that was created for the World Cup and therefore is now just a sad cutout?
I mean, he does still exist. Like they didn't.
Do you want me?
How many cheekbones does this cutout have?
Do you want me to describe how he's dressed in the cutout?
Please do.
Yeah.
He has a silver, loose fitting. He has a loose fitting silver silk shirt and a pair of baggy black trousers.
He's not even wearing the dressing gown.
That's no. I was just say he's not even in the big dressing gown.
That's definitely over £100 though. Cardboard cutouts are really expensive. Cardboard cutouts are expensive, and it's life size. Like I know he's little, but it's still life size.
So Josh and Patricia going for £100.
Okay.
Yeah, hit me. Yeah.
Okay.
Cammy's fed up of waiting, and he's just going to give you a number.
Just getting let's get on the next round. Grav and Gavin, what are you going for?
I've never been in the market for a cardboard cutout, I'll be honest. But
I bought a cardboard cutout. I bought a cardboard cutout of Tony Blair for a mate of mine once. And that was £65 about 10 years ago.
Oh, when you take inflation into account as well. Are we doing this in euros or pounds?
Pounds. This is in pounds.
Right.
What's been imported?
Where did you find a shop that's selling a smart casual Antoine Dupont in pounds?
I'll send the link afterwards. I've said anybody that wants it, I can send it.
It's definitely the in pounds bit that's weird about that question.
£75.
We'll go 75.
75. Okay, and then Craig and John, what are we going for?
So the option, obviously, to go down the middle, Craig. We could
you've got to remember that if it was Teddy Flames, you're paying for more cardboard.
That's true.
So if it's DuPont, it's a lot less, but maybe halfway. I think you're right. Maybe halfway.
So what we're thinking in 90?
Yeah, 89.99.
89.99. I love that, Craig.
89.99.
You guys are playing so tactically. If Scotland
is, and this
you might win a Six Nations.
The price is, and this will please Patricia greatly. It's $39.97.
I am definitely fucking buying one of those.
So Grav and Gavin take the point there. So at the end of that round, we have Grav and Gavin on 1. We have the fucking idiots on 3, and then Team Built Different. Josh and Patricia, you are on 2. So all to play for going into the next round.
Did I miss the part where Grav and Gav gave themselves the team name Grav and Gav?
No, they're called Quiz Harris. I just forgot to read it down. They have a good team name. Right. The next round of questions.
Can we not get a point for the team name?
I'll decide. I'll say if it's tight at the end, I'll give you half a point for it. But
thank you.
We'll see. It's not looking good for you, Grav. I'll be honest. The next round is based on the popular Christmas carol, The 12 Days of Christmas. So we've got 12 questions, starting with Grav and Gavin. So question 1. Partridge in a Pear Tree. How many caps did fly half David Pears win for England in the early 1990s?
4.
I'm happy to go with that. This is your era, Gav.
It is 4. Well done.
Whoa! Better to be lucky than smart.
Okay. Question 2. John and Craig. Question 2. Turtle Doves. Which international team are also known as the Turtles? International rugby team are also known as the Turtles.
It's got to be an island team.
Yeah, it must be. Where? I don't know. Guess an island, Craig.
Let's go with Samoa or Tonga.
Go Tonga. Fuck it.
Tonga.
Nope, not correct. I'm not doing handovers. Anybody have a guess? Anyone know what this is?
Maldives.
Barbados.
Close. It's the Cayman Islands. Known as the Turtles.
Yeah, that's where Johnny keeps all his money.
That's where all of Saracen's players live, apparently.
on Johnny's ranch, eh?
Josh and Patricia, number 3, French hens. Who
Hang
out
on.
of Scotland?
Hang on. Have you
What?
ever seen the Cayman Islands, John?
Yes, I
There's
have.
no ranches on the Cayman Islands.
Hang on a minute.
And Johnny would
that we know
know.
about.
He's just going, hang on, have you ever seen the Cayman Islands? Well, obviously you have.
Well, that's where he's officially domiciled. We've established that.
That's true, yeah. I thought he didn't know. I thought he just sent the money there. He didn't actually live there.
It didn't go there.
Josh and Patricia, 3 French hens.
Climate's
Who out of
better.
Scotland, Wales, and Ireland has the most victories over France in women's internationals?
Oh, I would say Ireland.
Yeah, go on then. Just because France weren't all that.
Ireland
until
used to
about-
be all right.
Yeah,
You going with Ireland?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ireland are the least. Ireland had 3, Wales 4, and Scotland 5. Because
Hey.
Scotland were all right in the 90s and have been were then rubbish for quite a long spell. Number 4 then, Grav and Gavin. Collie birds. Caroline Collie was called up to the England Rugby League squad in 2022, but which nation did she represent in Union in 2017?
What was she called a foreign league?
England.
England. Australia.
Australia. Oh, yeah, go on.
Australia? Nope. Anybody want to have a guess from the other teams?
Canada.
No,
I was
Scotland.
going to say Canada.
Scotland. No, brilliant.
Scotland. Yeah.
Right.
So,
As much fun as it is to have everyone call me a Tory, I'm going to go back to what I was meant to be doing.
which is counting all his
Now
money
that my
and
Carol
Sending an
Voldemort
orphan-
turn is finished.
he's off to be visited by 3 ghosts and then sending off and fetching lunch turkey in the morning. That's where he's going.
I'm going to go and finish my Beer of the Year application.
Okay, well, John and Craig, number 5, which is 5 gold rings. Who captained Fiji at the 2016 Olympics?
Was it? Because I only really know Bill Matter, to be brutally honest with you. And Mark Bennett wasn't on that team either. So
That's a good save there, Craig. So at that point, you're just like saying the only Fijian person I know is Bill Matter because he plays for Edinburgh.
I can't.
there's Joshua
remember.
Tuasova. There would be who else would be there?
No, I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Who you
Let's
going
go
with? You
Bill
going with
Matter then.
Bill Matter is not the right answer. Anybody else want to know who this
It's
is?
Glynisau, isn't it?
That is, yep, it is Glynisau. So next we have Josh and Patricia. So 6 geese are laying. Which Super Rugby side did Wes Goosen play for before signing for Edinburgh?
Oh,
The
fuck.
Bulls?
Yeah.
Well, like I know
no.
that the Bulls are a South African team, but like they were a Super Rugby team.
He's
at
not.
one point.
But he's not South African, is he? He's South African, but he's Kiwi.
But he did play for the Bulls, though.
No, that's Johan Goosen. That's the other one.
Okay.
Oh, it's one of the.
See, the problem is I know fuck all about anything.
It's either the. It's either the.
That does
oh,
make quizzes
the
more
Hurricanes
difficult.
and Highlanders.
Often.
The Highlanders?
No,
Highlanders, is that your final answer?
no, I'm going to say. I reckon Hurricanes.
Okay, the
I'm
Hurricanes
seeing him
then.
in yellow. I reckon Hurricanes.
Hurricanes is the correct answer. Well done.
Yes, it.
So
Well, I'm competitive.
number 7, Grav and Gavin. This one may have landed well for you. 7 Swans are swimming. How much were Swansea RFC fined for taking part in the Rebel season in the late 1990s?
It weren't lots because it was amateur, like kind of semi-amateur rugby. So they
I'll give you a help as well. It's in pounds rather than euros as well.
They don't use a lot of euros in Swansea, especially not in the late 90s.
90s, no.
25 grand, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Are you
let's go
getting
for it.
great? 25 grand. That is not correct. Anybody know the answer to this?
Probably about 100 grand, I reckon.
I thought it
Close,
was 5,000.
close, 150,000.
150,000.
Well, a lot.
Holy crap!
It's a
Some
lot.
of the
So-
same as some steak knives from the French rugby union.
Think of all the knives you could buy for that in France. Okay, eight maids of milking. So, John and Craig, how many pints of milk are players made to drink in 20 minutes as part of initiations at Gloucester Rugby Club?
I think it's 6.
Oh,
Yeah, I was thinking around about that. Yeah, go for it.
6? No, not 6. Anybody know what the answer to this is?
Is it a gallon, and is it because of that jackass thing that they did where they had to drink a gallon in 20 minutes?
No, it is
'Cause
8.
I did that once.
8
and I threw
pints.
up on-
Yeah.
Oh, it's close.
Ryan Wilson did. There's a video of Ryan Wilson and Max Lahif doing it on Rugby Pass. It's not.
That's why Gavin Hastings shaved his hair off, because he wouldn't do it. Not Gavin Hastings.
His son.
Adam.
Yeah.
I tend not to watch videos that include Max Lahif, even as a Bristol Bays fan.
Patricia and Josh, this one's landing well for you as well. So 9 ladies dancing. How many rugby players have appeared on the main series of Strictly, not including Christmas specials, since it started?
Okay, Josh, we're definitely gonna have to throw to you here, I think.
Kieran Bracken. There's I don't know.
Does this include Shane Byrne on the Irish one that you sent me, Patricia, which was fantastic?
Shane Byrne was on Dancing with the Stars Ireland, but that's not Strictly though, so I feel like it hasn't been included. And Peter Stringer was on that as well. If we were talking about Dancing with the Stars Ireland, I'd have the answer for you in like 3 seconds.
Stringer was on that. Oh my god,
It's
horrific.
Cipriani's been on there. Ugo's been on there. Ben Cohen's been on there because he left his wife.
Yes.
So did Danny was at Cipriani as well.
What do we think?
True.
6, 7, 6?
Kieran Bracken's been on there. I reckon, Gav, fucking Super Gav's been on there. I reckon like 7 or 8. 7, yeah. Fuck it, 7.
7 is not. It's 8, and Kieran Bracken was on Dancing on Ice.
He was dancing on ice.
Oh, Kieran Bracken.
Has Cipriani done it already? I thought he was doing.
No, that's a Christmas special, so I wasn't including Christmas specials. So Martin Afire 2004, Matt Dawson 2006, Kenny Logan 2007, Austin Healy 2008, Gavin Henson 2010, Ben Cohen 2013, Tom Evans 2014, and Ugo Monya in 2021.
There you go.
There you go.
Tom Evans is
I
a
don't
bit of a
want to see
stretch
it.
for a rugby player, is it?
He was listed as rugby player and model, and I don't think somebody who's Welsh should be speaking about Tom Evans' rugby career, given the way it ended and where it ended.
Look, man, you just gotta have stronger necks.
Yeah, what a shame for Tom Evans.
Yeah,
his international modelling career.
Worked out terribly for him, didn't it?
Yeah. Right, last set of questions then on this round. Grav and Gavin, your question. 10 Lords are leaping. What position does James Cleverly play for the Commons and Lords RUFC?
Oh, he's a big lad, isn't he? He's front row, I'm saying.
He's got no front row?
He's got no neck.
There's a lot of neck talk. There's from the off, we've got neck talk.
He's got a hard neck.
Yeah,
right wing.
It's definitely defensive. He doesn't want to let anyone in.
Hey!
A little bit of politics.
He's a forward. I'm convinced of it.
Go on, then we'll go. Do you want to
He's
go
got a workman like back row written all over
Hooker.
him. I don't know.
You're going hooker. All right, it's not correct. Josh is closer with a workman like back row. He plays number 8.
Oh, that was it.
So, John and Craig, you've got 11 pipers piping. Who replaced the injured Jacko Piper in Wales versus Argentina's quarter-final in this year's World Cup?
Sorry, I'm just controlling my Twitch.
I know this one.
Yeah, I knew the other 4 would know this. This is just look where this question has landed.
It's just fucking with me, to be honest with you. I'm really shit because he's
Jaco Piper.
Was it not the
Don? It wasn't Jaco Piper.
No,
it wasn't. Jaco Piper was not replaced by Jaco Piper.
Well, I could see that happening.
Is it not the guy from Georgia?
Was it?
I don't know. I'm thinking
Can
it
you
was
say his name? If you can say his name, then show off and say his name so that.
Fuck off, John. I can't.
John, I can't. That sounds like a Georgian name, to be fair.
Let's say I'll go and get my Georgia top on. That can be my Georgian name from now on.
You just going with a Georgian guy.
I think it's either that or Nick Berry, one of the two.
Neither's correct. Neither's correct. So you're both wrong. So that's fine. You can give the answer. Everybody else knows.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't like saying his name.
That's Carl.
It was Carl Dixon. I didn't give a shit about quarterfinals.
Oh, fucking God.
Very Irish for you.
I'm stating if that hadn't happened, we win the World Cup. And you can't prove me wrong. So I'm standing by that.
Right, Patricia and Josh, again, I think this question may have landed well for you. Keen drummer Christian Wade was on the roster for which NFL franchise?
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that is correct. So,
Sorry, I didn't even try to make that funny.
The end of that round.
Josh, we just need the points. Sometimes we just know the answer.
It's close now. We've got Quiz Harris on 2, The Fucking Idiots on 3, and then Team Built Different on 4. So it's very tight as we go into the next round, which is a Christmas-themed round. Excellent. Another Christmas-themed round. So I'll ask you a set of Christmas-themed questions, starting with Grav and Gavin. So according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the world's tallest Christmas tree was erected in the Northgate Shopping Centre in Seattle in 1950. How many Anton Duponts high was the tree?
Right.
If we had bought that cardboard cutout, I'd have some sort of scale to work this out.
What's he about? 5'7", 5'8"?
I'm just getting horrible flashbacks to the time on our podcast when you asked me a similar question to that. It just didn't go well at all.
You didn't understand the height of humans. I think.
Well, now it's your turn. See how you like it.
26.
Oh, whoa! What we said, 26. I don't think Gav's close, but also I feel like it's going to save me if I don't have a guess. So we're going 26.
26 is your final answer. It is not correct. Anyone else want to have a stab at this? And I'll give another points. 40 come from Craig and John, Patricia and Josh.
1,000.
I see what you mean, Graf.
So we're wanting a 5,600 feet tree, Patricia. That's where we're going with this. Okay, cool. I love it.
What, Josh? You seem like have you got an answer here, Josh, for us?
I think Patricia gave her answer.
1,000. No, it's 38.7 Anton Duponts.
So surely a point for 40 then.
No, 221 feet for a tree. Right.
No.
Craig and John.
Didn't say it was
next one.
Bullshit.
Next one. How many mince pies? How many mince pies would the average professional prop need to eat in a day to meet their daily calorie intake?
Right. So we're talking elite athletes here, Craig. Props, obviously. Right. So we're talking how many calories? 5,000, maybe more.
Got to be 7,000, I would reckon.
7,000. Right. Okay. So how many calories in a mince pie? 200, 100, 100,
Is it an all butter one, or is it
I don't think a
pastry one?
You know what Cammy's like? He shops in fancy places, so it's probably got like some good quality in it. So
Cammy googled how many calories are in a mince pie. That's what Cammy did.
Right. Okay. Fair.
So are we talking about maybe 20, 25?
For 7,000 calories?
Yeah. Or am I way out?
I think you're way out, mate. Yeah.
Well, I would rather you bring me in there, my man.
Oh,
As you always do. Bring me in, John. Bring me in.
Bring me in. No, I like it, Craig. Go with it.
So 20.
Right, go with 20.
20.
Wrong. It's 28.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. You're close. Patricia and Josh. Why should professional rugby players avoid pate and sausages at Christmas?
What an open-ended question. Like, maybe they just don't like pate. I don't fucking know.
Who doesn't like pate?
That's
a silly grab.
There is a very good reason for it.
Is it something to do with like PED shit?
That's what I was going to say. Is there something in pate that shows up on their drug tests? That's our answer.
Is that your answer? That is correct. Yes, they shouldn't eat it because it may contain the banned substance clenbuterol. Got that out in the end, according to UCAD. There is actually advice.
That's Reese Webb's story, and he's fucking sick.
There is advice on the UCAD website for what athletes should eat, professional athletes should eat and look out for over the Christmas period. So, Grav and Gavin, in 2017, the game between France and Wales lasted 100 minutes. But how many times could you play Whams Last Christmas in 100 minutes?
Oh, once and any more, and I would want to eat myself.
3.5 minutes and 100. 29 and a half.
29 and a half. Final answer?
Oh, it's as good as any.
22. It's longer than you think, Wham's Last Christmas.
It lasts a fucking age. We covered it the weekend and I wanted to die.
Right. John and Craig, why does Santa Claus support Connacht? Not a joke, not a punchline. Why does Santa Claus support Connacht?
Because his
presuming
hopes and
that it's
dreams
a
aren't
joke.
real.
Presuming that it's a joke, given what we're talking about here. But, right, are we thinking maybe that obviously, I don't know, is Santa Claus from the Connacht region, Craig? I don't know. I presumed he was some sort of Russian cat or, flying about for fucking Lapland or wherever.
I thought it might just be that the deer the reindeer can take off really easily with the wind.
And they've got a big pitch that they can store them on the off season.
I think it might be. It's like Santa Claus is one of the dogs that used to run around the track.
It's not the Simpsons, Craig.
I think he's. It's got something to do with his name or something, or his origins.
Yeah, let's go. He's originally from the racecourse.
Is that what you're going to do? Originally from the racecourse?
Yeah.
Incorrect. Does anybody actually know the answer to this?
Is there a place called North Pole in Galway?
There's not. St. Nicholas is the patron saint of Galway.
I wasn't far away with
You weren't far away, but then you went by the dogs. So, right, Patricia and Josh, how many large turkeys does Welsh scrum half Gareth Davis weigh?
Well, like, what's a large turkey's like? What, like 16 kilograms?
Don't be bringing your euro stuff over here. It's pounds over here,
Where?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, a large turkey's like what, 8 or 10? Yeah. I think it's that big. A large turkey's like 10 kilos, something like that. 10, 12 kilos.
Okay, and well, Gareth Davis was like fucking ripped before the World Cup. So like, how much?
I was going to say, was this before or after he turned into the Incredible fucking Hulk?
Well, we say like
it's based on what Google told me, and I looked at the WR website, WRU website.
7.8 large turkeys.
Yeah, he probably is like 8 or 9, isn't it? Yeah, fuck it, 8.
13 large turkeys. Gareth Davis weighs.
There's no way a large turkey is 12 kilos.
I don't know. I didn't write it down.
No. Large turkeys, what, 5
Googled
kilos?
large turkeys. Googled Gareth Davis, and I got 13. I should stress my maths isn't the best. So last set of questions then. Grav and Gavin, I'll start with you. How many quality streets would you need to eat to consume the combined weight of the Springboks pack? I'll accept this to the nearest 10.
Oh, thanks. That's made it a lot easier.
Right. So, are we talking individual sweets or
individual sweets, not tubs?
Oh, you are having an absolute. What are they? 950 kilos. So that's what do you call it? That's 950.
Can I just hang on? We need to work this out. Which pack have they picked? If you can run through 1 to 8 first,
because that's clearly the determinant whether you get this right.
It's what Google. It's what Google gave to me when I googled how heavy is the Springboks pack.
I'm just using the calculator to do some maths.
Just the starting pack, or have they gone for a 7-1 split on the bench?
That's why I said within the nearest 10 because that allows for the variation.
But I'm going for 68,400.
Trick question. They had a yellow card and Cheslin Colby was on the flank.
68,000. 400. Way off. It is 99,555.
Wow.
That is based on the average weight of quality.
And you were given us a margin of 10.
Yeah,
Not 10,000, 10.
10.
10. Even if we're giving him a margin of 10,000, he still was out. Right,
yeah.
Jordan Craig. The first King's speech was given at Christmas in 1932. Why did France not play in that year's Five Nations tournament?
Gav, you'll remember this.
Hey.
Boom, boom. 1930?
32.
So they hadn't been occupied by Germany.
Hadn't they?
I don't
That
think
was
they
what
were.
was going for.
I don't know. That was 1940.
Okay.
I don't think they were having a civil revolt at that point, but knowing the French, they probably were.
Were they actually playing in the? Was it
not just the Four Nations at that point, and they weren't even part of it? They hadn't been invited because nobody wanted them to be.
They joined in the 20s, I think.
Did they? Oh, okay, so they were part of it. All right, okay. Why didn't they play?
Were the ferries
Why are
out?
you helping them, Gav?
Very sure.
With berries?
Calmac had the contract for the Channel
not gonna-
crossing.
I'm not going to win, Josh. So I'm helping out everyone.
He's that guy at the Christmas quiz that
I
helps
reckon-
everyone.
I reckon it's got something to do with. There's a revolution or something. I don't know.
I'm saying I don't
They're
think
always
there was a
having a
revolution that
revolution,
year.
to be fair.
But,
Exactly.
It was
When is there not?
probably an air traffic control strike.
I was good. That's exactly what I was going to say. The air traffic control were on strike. No, I
the players were on strike.
Final answer?
go for it, John.
No. Does anybody know this?
I think I know this.
Go on then, Josh.
Because this is when French Rugby League started, because they were all being professionals. And
It is, yes.
we
So,
do not like professionals in this.
alleged professionalism and administrative deficiencies. That's the reason why they were expelled.
The
So
administrative deficiencies, they allowed people to get paid to play rugby.
they paid people. You had a payroll. That's your
Listen,
administrative
That's
deficiency.
what Scotland.
listened-
That's what Scotland have been saying about stopping playing women rugby players for a long time, and they're going to stick with it.
Exactly. Administrative difficulties. We'll go with
I
that
listened to
tagline.
all your rugby history episodes for nothing, Josh. I forgot all that. They were all making hats, I think you'll find. That's what I remember.
And I only remember that because of the Nazis. You know,
That's I thought everyone would go with the Nazis, to be honest, for that answer. So, right, Patricia and
Nazis
Josh,
loved rugby league, didn't they?
they did.
That's
The
why it
Vichy
wasn't
government
popular.
loved it.
That's why the Southerners didn't like it. It was only the Northern Nazis that enjoyed it.
Are you calling people from Lancashire Nazis, Craig?
Oh no! Are we on the Patreon? That's fine.
Yeah.
Question 9 then, Patricia and Josh. Last question of this round. In Die Hard, Hans Gruber and friends attempt to steal $640 million in untraceable bearer bonds. How many Tony Rose would this be worth in today's money? This is based on Tony Rose's net worth.
how rich is Tony Rowe?
Well, like, apparently his club are on the fucking brink, so if he's that rich, he'd want to pull his finger out. But is it going to be like
They're still
0.
sponsored by that. They're still sponsored by that undeveloped field.
Yeah, that's the mud
is it
patch.
going to be like it's like 0.7 or something? He's actually worth nothing.
Because I think Tony Rowe is quite rich, but he's rich in the way that, like, you know, a lot of rich people are, in that they're not actually.
Donald Trump.
It'll be assets rather than cash.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, he bought the hotel back, didn't he? So,
So what do we think? Like less than 2?
$640 million. I'd say, like,
I think it's less. I think it's less than 1. But
I reckon Tony Rowe's probably worth something like 40-50 million. So I reckon it's like 5 or 6 Tony Rowe's.
I had the maths. I had the maths the other way around. I do agree with you.
Okay, good.
I have adjusted the six. I will say I've adjusted the 640 million in untraceable bearer bonds for inflation.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
I know. Have we done it from dollars to pounds as well? Because I'm guessing that. Was
I have.
dollars.
I've worked. I had to work all that out. This was the most research I did into any of the questions today. Was
what
this?
else? Josh,
Okay,
I'm
so
actually far too
$640 million
confused.
in 1987 is probably like at least a billy these days.
So
And then
what
in
we think, like
pounds.
20?
I still think it's probably no more. I still think it's more than 8 or 9 Tony
Okay.
Rose.
8 or 9?
9. 9 rows.
Okay, you're way off. It's
Oh.
640 million in untraceable bearer bonds. It would now be worth 203 billion.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Tony
okay.
Rowe is worth 1.6 billion.
What?
He's
Yeah.
what?
There's 127 Tony Rows. That's how
God.
many Tony
Wow.
Rows they were stealing in Die
Oh,
I
Hard.
mean,
Who knew fields and dress-up racism was so...
Such a lucrative business.
yeah.
I wonder how they could all afford those drums down there.
So after that round, there's only one change in the score, which is that Josh and Patricia got the 1 point from that round. They're now on 5. We've got the fucking idiots on 3, and then Quiz Harris on 2. Still all to play for. We're going to do player stats right next. Fairly straightforward, as you know, higher or lower. We've done this before on our Christmas quizzes. We're going to start with the stat that Johnny Matthews has now scored 32 tries for Glasgow, which is more than Stuart Hogg scored for Glasgow. So, Grav and Gavin, tries for Pete Horn for Glasgow, is it higher or lower than 32?
Lower, I'd say.
Oh, he was very quick on that. Stuart Hogg scored a lot this year, but not tries.
Hey.
Oh,
Go on then, lower.
Lower, correct. Yes, it's 24.
Yep.
John and Craig then, Pete Horn's total tries 24. How many games did Blair Kinghorn play for Edinburgh before scoring his debut try? Is that higher or lower than 24?
I think it's lower.
Do you know, I would expect it to be lower because he was playing at fullback and he kind of had quite a decent start to his career. But I don't know if he scored try. But yeah, let's go lower.
Lower, only just 20 games he played for Edinburgh before he scored a try.
Yeah, we
What's
weren't
he doing?
scoring very many tries at that time.
That's true, actually. You were right.
Josh and Patricia, senior career tries for Ken Owen, higher or lower than 20? It's across internationals and...
I reckon lower.
Oh, but if it's for club and country,
He hasn't scored many for Wales.
and Wales don't really score tries. But
The thing is, Ken existed in an era before these fucking Hollywood showbiz fucking hat trick hookers.
if you feel like
I know he's still. I know
lower,
You're
I
going
don't know,
lower.
I feel like okay, we're gonna say lower then,
I don't actually know.
or are we?
No, let's say higher. Fuck it. Let's go higher.
I think higher because he's played a lot
It
of
might
games.
just be higher.
Okay, higher. It is higher. It's 32. 32 career tries for the Sheriff. Grav and Gavin, the age Stuart Hogg retired from rugby, was it higher or lower than 32?
Higher, is he? 33?
I don't know why he's 34, so we'll go higher.
Yeah, he's got the hairline of a man older than 32.
Yeah, but it's not his hairline. Let's not forget that.
No, I'm
only-
thinking it's-
Listen,
I'm thinking
you're,
it's
He's on his
It's his
third
third
line,
feet.
you're
I'm
only, you're
thinking
only,
it's
as, young,
natural
you're only as
hairline.
young as the women you feel, so he's 18 or 19.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, sorry,
Thanks for that,
allegedly.
That's the first. I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to edit anything out of the podcast tonight. I'll just leave all the swears in. I'll warn people, but then I'm going to have to take the libel out now. Right, it is not. He was 31 when he retired.
31. Yep.
31, so it was
Wow.
lower. Right, Craig and John. The total number of weeks Joe Marler has been banned for in his career to date, is that higher or lower than 31? Total number of weeks Joe Marler has been banned for across his entire career, higher or lower than 31?
Well, he's no Dylan Hartley. Let's be fair, right?
I think
But
it's lower.
you reckon lower?
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, we're in an era of lower level bands, aren't we? And if you bring decent biscuits along the thing, you get off with it. So
If you've
yeah, let's
given
go.
a private charity, you get off with a little bit more.
Yeah, and if you attend tackle school, despite the fact you've been a professional for 20 years, you still
Yeah.
get a reduced ban. Yeah, let's go lower.
Lower? No, the man who once called me a wank biscuit. It's actually higher, 36 weeks. Joe Marler.
Well, there you go.
Still
has been
too
banned
low.
for in total. Yeah,
How many
right.
calories in a wank biscuit?
I don't know.
I was stood next.
Four Quality Street.
I'll do some research and come back to you, Gav.
Hey!
I was
Right.
stood next to Joe Marler in a football tournament when my son kicked him up into the HS at the point that Joe Marler said, "Oh, which one's your boy?"
I'm really pleased that ended. That was I was stood next to Joe Marler when, and the story went in quite a nice direction after that, Gavin, because it could have gone somewhere different.
Spoiled his
What we were
biscuit.
talking about. Yeah.
Spoiled his biscuit.
Of course. Patricia and Josh, number of international caps for Rona Lloyd. Is it higher or lower than 36?
Oh, I want to say lower, but then I feel like it's one of those trick ones where
I reckon she's got to have more caps than that.
But then, like, women's
Sure.
rugby players don't have a lot of caps because they don't let them play any fucking games.
Well, it's got to be more. Like she's late 20s now, right? Like
Yeah, but
She's
like,
been
didn't
stopped for a long
didn't
time.
Eleanor Snowsill retire with like 28 caps or something?
it's more than that. I reckon she's got like 50 caps.
Oh, it's definitely not that many. What was Joe Marler's number? 36.
It was 36.
Oh, I
reckon
feel like
she's
it's
got
I feel like
that.
it's lower than that, but
No,
oh,
when
no,
I-
our team dynamics breaking down, Josh.
Know when how misogynistic the Scottish Rugby Union is as well. They may not have given them caps for fear of messing
I
up
was
their
going
hair.
to say no. Who
I
knows how
think
many of her caps actually
And we were
counted?
so close to getting off that blacklist again, Cammy, weren't we?
Hey, Glasgow
lower.
Warriors retweeted a tweet about us today. We're nearly back in,
Yeah.
John.
I've heard the Commons manager's been sacked.
I'm going to
Allegedly.
need an answer from you. Patricia.
I'm happy to go with you.
Oh, I'm going to say
Right, let's-
lower.
You're going to say
Go
lower.
lower.
It is not. It is higher. 46 caps. Rona
46
Lloyd's
caps,
gosh.
yeah, she's
27 years
coming up.
old, 46 caps.
Coming up for our 50.
Grav and Gavin, the total number of offloads made by Fiji at the 2023 Rugby World Cup is that higher or lower than 46?
Oh, this feels like a trick question
It does.
because obviously you think more, so it's less.
Yeah, I'm thinking that because what you do about an average of 6 in the game, 7 in the game.
They were quite sensible as well. Like they
Yeah.
managed the
They-
game
they-
well
they
until they
stopped-
played England.
They stopped doing stupid shit quite early doors in the,
Yeah.
the tournament. And started
Yeah,
getting a
I'm
bit
saying
boring.
lower. Let's go lower.
I'm happy to go lower. Lower.
Lower, correct. 44 offloads
Ah.
across the Rugby World Cup. John and Craig, this is not landing well for you. The total number of appearances Liam Williams made for Saracens, higher or lower than 44?
Lower.
Craig?
I'll go with you, John. You're the starting.
He's been broken in half
I
for
think-
like
I
10
think it-
years.
I think he's played for them a while. Did he not play?
Ah,
He
for
played for.
ages.
He was there for ages. Let's get that clear. But no, lower.
You going lower
Right,
as a
I'll
final
go-
answer?
I have to go with John.
Okay, it is
lower.
lower. It was 30.
Nice job, John.
Thanks. Yeah, he barely played for them because he was injured all the time.
It was their
Like, 'cause, like-
accountant that counted those up, mine, so it could be anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's 30 in Sari's numbers.
Yeah, for just
Those
for
are
appearance
RG.
fees.
Those are RG Snayman type numbers. That's pathetic.
No, that's double.
He was
figures,
only there for
Patricia.
like 2 years, wasn't he? He was less
Yeah.
than that. He was actually less
Yeah, he
than
Yeah,
was
that.
less than that. They released him
They
from his
basically-
contract, and
They had to get rid of him because of all of the.
When you get
financial
released
jiggery
from your
pokery.
contract, do you have to hand your house and your business back? Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
Plastic
Sure that-
pictures
sure that
messing with
clause.
his rickets.
It was worse than that. He had to move back to Llanelli.
Hey!
Patricia and Josh, the number of test points Johnny Sexton has scored for the British and Irish Lions, is it higher or lower than 30?
Oh, lower.
Oh.
Because he was a replacement in 2017 and he didn't go in 2021.
But what about
Hear
20?
how better that was, though. Hear how
Didn't he
better
go in
that was.
2013 as well? Nah, fuck it.
I'm gonna
yeah, you're
say
right.
lower. I'm gonna say lower.
'Cause I feel like all of the times that he was there, either Owen Farrell or Lee Halfpenny
He didn't
would have
score.
been kicked.
He didn't score 10 penalties for the Lions.
No, yeah, shout.
Lower.
Correct. 5 points is the total number of test points that Johnny Sexton scored for the British and Irish Lions.
3 tours, 5
Grav-
points.
I know, Grav and Gavin, the number of test points Finn Russell has scored for the British and Irish Lions, higher or lower than 5?
Ooh.
Well, this is loaded, isn't it? This is obviously higher. You wouldn't be asking this question.
yeah, he kicked some conversions and stuff, didn't he? Let's say higher. I have a feeling it's lower, but let's say higher.
No, it's got to be higher. Higher.
Higher, yeah, it's 11. 11 points he scored in one game. Right, next for John and Craig, the number of British and Irish Lions test caps for Alan Wynne-Jones, higher or lower than 11?
So, Right.
I think it's higher.
So yeah, but so 12 test caps is four tours, four threes.
Right, okay. Is it test caps? Yeah.
Test caps, he said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It might be lower then.
So has he played 4 tours every game?
I don't think he's played
No.
every game for 4 tours.
No, lower.
Incorrect. It's higher. It's 12.
I say has
12.
done.
12
So he must
test
have
caps
played
for
all
Alan
four.
Judge.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Patricia and
Shut
Josh,
up.
again, this might have landed well for Josh. The official air pressure in a rugby ball at the start of play in pounds per square inch, higher or lower than 12?
Why is that good for me?
I don't know. It's merchant stuff. Do you not? Do they not
I
send
don't.
you? Do you
I
not
don't
get, like-
understand your like colonizery metrics for things. So I don't really know how many pounds are in
This
things.
is from. I will say this is from the official Rugby World Cup, Rugby World Rugby Guidance, which is published in Dublin. For
I
tax
have
reasons, I believe.
no idea, Josh. To be
I'll
honest,
just say
Funny
less.
funny enough,
Let's say lower. Fuck it,
I
lower.
tune into the Blood and Mud every week to listen to their statistics on pounds and pressure of balls and
Our PSI
and-
chat.
and-
Yes.
Yeah.
my PSI chat is everything for me.
So you're going low. Is that your answer?
I'm going lower, yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
go on.
Between 9.5 and 10 pounds per square inch.
Wow.
So things are looking different after that round. So we now have Quiz Harris on 5. We have the fucking idiots also on 5, and Team Build Different on 8. So
Wow, pulling away.
it's getting tight. It's getting tight. So the next round of questions is called Partridge in a Humphrey. What I'm going to give you is a quote, and I want you to tell me, is it a quote from high performance podcast host Jake Humphrey from either social media or LinkedIn, or is it a quote from Alan Partridge? So we'll start with Grav and Gavin. Coming together, it's what football's all about. Jake Humphrey or Alan Partridge?
Humphrey.
That sounds Humphrey. To be fair.
Humphrey is correct. John and Craig, scientists actively seek being proved wrong. Humphrey or Partridge?
That's got to be Humphrey as well.
Yeah, that sounds quite Humphrey. Yeah, let's go Humphrey.
Humphrey is correct. Patricia and Josh, let me tell you something about the Titanic. People forget that on the Titanic's maiden voyage, there were over 1,000 miles of uneventful, very pleasurable cruising before it hit the iceberg. Partridge or Humphrey?
Go fucking Partridge. Man.
Partridge.
Partridge is correct. Right. You're going to get harder now, I think.
I was going to say.
Grav and Gavin. Now, this is an uncomfortable thing to discuss, but I run towards discomfort.
Partridge, I'm thinking.
Do you think?
Partridge or Humphrey?
Yeah, I'm thinking Partridge.
Oh, I would have gone Humphrey, but okay, we'll go Partridge.
Good call from Gavin there. It is Partridge. The quote goes on to say, I run towards discomfort like a man who has strapped truth explosives to his body and made peace with God. Craig and John. Here we go. His confidence grew. He started to love it. And this month was awarded the Bronze Beaver Badge, the highest badge a beaver can receive. Partridge or Humphrey?
So it sounds like it should be Partridge, right?
And I think it's Humphrey.
But it's got a feeling. There's a gut in me that thinks, yeah, let's go Humphrey.
That is Humphrey high performancing his own son.
Wow.
Patricia and Josh. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm my cup of tea, and that's all that actually matters. Humphrey or Partridge?
Or Joe
I think
Harlow.
Humphrey.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go Humphrey then.
Humphrey is correct. That is a Humphrey quote.
That's a cunt.
Grav and Gavin.
You just said what everyone's thinking.
and next year's quiz is going to be: was it Josh or was it Humphrey?
I think that would be too easy, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right. Grav and Gavin. All those people who go around saying life begins at 40, they're notable by their absence. Partridge or Humphrey?
Humphrey, I'm thinking.
You're doing well so far. I'll stick with you.
I'm literally just shoving a finger and guessing it. Let's say Humphrey.
No, it's not. It's Alan Partridge. John and Craig, then. Take a good look at the people in your life. You'll soon realize the ones who aren't rowing hard enough are the ones with time to rock the boat. Do you really want them on board?
That's got to be Humphrey. That's got to be Humphrey.
Yeah, is it too sensible for? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not jokey enough. You could actually hear.
Yeah, you can hear the bullshit coming
In
through.
fact, Johnny Wilkinson could have said that too.
I'm pretty sure he did.
When he's talking about kicking the ball.
That does sound like every terrible management training ever.
Yeah.
In fact, is that not something from the All Blacks?
Is your final answer Humphrey?
Yeah.
It is Humphrey, yeah.
Well done, Craig.
By Josh and Patricia, last one. Far from being impressive, I've got to say superheroes and superhero films pretend men and women with superpowers get on my nerves. Humphrey or Partridge?
I reckon
Humphrey. Yeah, I would say Humphrey.
Michael Owen.
Humphrey, final answer. It is not. It is a Partridge quote that goes on to say, "The heroes I like are the Milk Tray Man or George Lazenby as Bond. They didn't need superpowers to get a woman into a woman's bedroom." So it is getting closer. So we now have Quiz Harris on 7. We've got Team Bill. The fucking idiots on 8, and then we have Team Built Different on 9. So it is getting close as we go into the next round. So. Santa Claus was flying over my house, and what he likes to do is he learns all the national anthems of all the countries that he visits, and he dropped his national anthem book. And what he'd done is he translated all the national anthems from their native language into Finnish, and what I've done is I've translated them back into English. I'm going to read out the lyrics from some national anthems for some teams who were at the Rugby World Cup. So I'll give you a little bit of a head start. And I want you to tell me.
Finnish, yeah.
So it's been from the native language to Finnish, because of course Santa's from Lapland, and that's what he would speak. And then I've done it back into English again.
If I want you to tell me it could be any of them.
What country is this national anthem from? So we'll start. Gavin, you're off first. Do you hear the countryside where the wild shoulders shouting? They come into our arms, cut the throats of our sons, our partners.
France.
Yeah.
It's France.
France is correct, yes.
Wow.
La Masse.
That's the Campania bit I recognised.
John and Craig. Wavy rocks turned to stone down to Moss's daughter.
That's got to be the All Blacks.
You reckon? Do they sing about rocks?
Oh, land and everything and power.
All right, fine. All Blacks.
Waves and rocks.
No, it's not. It's Japan, the Kimigeo. Japan.
Sorry, John.
That's okay.
Patricia and Josh, you've got the rays of this powerful morning. They are like a mother's kisses. It protects us, supports us. Good luck with injuries.
Jake Humphreys.
Who's Eddie Jones coaching?
What week is it?
I want to. Feel about this. I don't know about you.
Sorry, what'd you say? I was just too busy
Feeling like
laughing at that.
it could
So
be-
stupid.
It's just real fucking dumb. I reckon Uruguay, Argentina, or Chile. Pick one.
Okay. Well, pick one then.
No, you pick one.
All right. Okay.
Give me the
Uruguay.
options. Okay, yeah, cool.
Uruguay, final answer. It's actually the Portuguese national anthem, Patricia.
Oh.
Patricia.
That's a bit. That's an L for me.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, my limited Portuguese doesn't go through a fucking Finnish funnel.
I now feel more Portuguese with my chicken leg than you claim to be. So.
Gavin, then. Here we go. Next one. Clean winds will pass to you as well, and your embroidered flower field. It is a happy copy of Eden. Majestic is a white mountain.
New Zealand.
No, there's no mention of mountains in New Zealand one.
Gavin's taking this far
Gavin's
too
on
fucking
it.
seriously.
Let's
Hey.
go Robert.
Look,
I
he's
lost
a Dragons
quiz
fan.
last
This might
week.
be
I
the
don't
only
lose.
thing he wins for a long time. Don't even let him put you down, Gav.
No, it's true. You know, I have to talk about the Dragons every week. Give me some tiny fleeting bit of joy at least.
We've
Cammy,
got
have
a
you purposely left out all the ones that are like fuck the English? I wish the English were dead. I hate English people because
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
that-
what
Uh,
it's too easy.
White Mountain. Right. I'm going to say Chile.
Would it be too easy though? Because I mean, how many teams would it
Grant, is that final answer,
Oh.
Chile?
Chile, we'll go Chile.
That is correct. Yes, it's the Chilean national anthem. Canción Nacional. Right, here we go. John and Craig. Let's join forces. We are ready to die. We are ready to die.
Oh, that's got to be the Argentinians, isn't it?
That's my national anthem.
I was actually thinking it might be one of the Irish ones.
Join forces, aye. Well, there is north and south.
Yes,
and everything, you know.
would Ireland?
No, it can't be because do they sing in Gaelic or Gaelic or whatever you want to call
Through
it?
fucking finishing back, mate.
Oh right,
Finnish
okay.
can
I
turn it
forgot
into all
about that.
sorts of bullshit.
I forgot about the Finnish bit, John.
Fucking typical, honestly. Aye,
Join- join-
fuck! I'm shouting Finnish now. Fuck's Ireland.
Incorrect. It's Il Canto del Degli Italiano. It's the Italian national anthem.
Italian.
Patricia and Josh. Freedom, freedom, Orientals. This cry saved the nation. May his courage be in hard battles. He burned with sublime enthusiasm. The glory of this sacred gift. We deserve tyrants tremble.
Is that I'm sorry, I find my own joke very funny. I'm sorry. Is that not
Do you
the
want to
12
share it? Or?
Is that not the Shades of Grey? 12 Shades of Grey or whatever it is?
12 shades of grey.
Well, you really are.
He only got a third of the way through.
I'm sure.
That's a wish. That's a wish version. It's the wish version. There's only
Cost of
like
living
swanking in
crisis.
it.
There's actually only 12 shades of grey in this book.
It got too racy for me. I had to put it in.
Cost of living crisis. The other 30 odd shades of grey. That's just showing off.
Are we cancelled if we say Japan?
They've already done this.
You're
now.
really
Sorry, being
cancelled.
Japan.
Okay.
Japan. It could be
Look,
Japan.
not
could be
everyone's
another
got two
verse,
anthems, Miss Island. Right?
I have
He
no
burned
idea.
with
Can't
this. He
even what
burned
he's
with
saying.
sublime enthusiasm. The glory of his sacred gift we deserved. Tyrants tremble.
Jesus.
Uruguay.
Why not?
We're just going to say Uruguay again, I guess.
Yeah.
Uruguay is
Say-
correct. Hymno,
Brilliant.
Hymno Nacional de Uruguay, also the longest national anthem in the world. It's 105 bars and runs to 4 to 6.5 minutes.
That's too long.
It's
Sorry,
too
that's
long, to
too
be
long.
fair. Gavin, right. The battle
Can't
for
cry
freedom
for
is
4.5
won.
minutes.
The battle for freedom is won. Honor their courage. Their blood flowed for our freedom.
There's a lot of death.
There is a lot of death in national anthems, isn't there?
Georgia, maybe.
There's mention of blood in. Is there mention of blood in Scotland?
Yeah,
May
but
not be.
that wouldn't be a
Generally, yeah.
direct. That
That's
wouldn't be a
just Friday
direct
night, yeah.
translation.
It's just it's a
That wouldn't be
Thursday
a
night.
direct translation.
Yeah, we're actually just translating what's in haggis for you. So.
Do you want to go Georgia? And we'll go Georgia if you like.
Georgia, yeah.
No, it's Namibia, land of the brave.
Oh, very good. Yep.
Seems
Craig
obvious
and Craig and John, not alone in this land, but let the grace of God be known from coast to coast. Lord, let the nations see.
From coast to coast.
Yeah, so it has to be an island, really, because it's not going to be Argentina because they've not got a coast to coast of it.
Well, I mean, I suppose not, but yeah, Ireland. Who have we got left?
Well, there's the
Australia.
USA, there's Australia. There's...
Do you remember how the
Kiwis.
USA weren't in the fucking tournament?
I totally forgot that.
After you fucking absolutely ripping David on Scrum of the
Oh,
Earth as
I
well.
forgot that too,
Tearing
David.
into him about
David,
this.
that was for you, David.
I was fucking loving it. What about Australia?
Australia's that your final answer?
I'm with John. I'll just go with John.
It was England. It was a verse from God Save the King. So I'm pleased you didn't answer Ireland there. Josh and Patricia. It's your fault, young men. Go clear the ground. Don't tolerate impurities. And let's leave it forever.
That is my mother's national anthem.
I thought it was the YMCA, but sung by that woman from X Factor at first. Young man.
Georgia seems like the sort of place that would be too into young men doing stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I mean-
That's a message you want to put forward on behalf of our team. Look, I don't care.
I haven't seen the Georgians.
Georgia equals toxic masculinity. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, you made it sound like Georgia equals Prince Andrew.
Have they got
That's
Kids
just
Express
cool.
in
Epstein papers
Georgia?
haven't been released yet. Give us a couple of hours.
So, Georgia, final answer?
Yeah,
I mean-
go on.
It is Fiji. God bless Fiji.
Yeah.
Next one, then,
Toxic masculinity. Yes.
Grav and Gavin. My icon is the motherland. Draw the whole country. Illuminated mountain bar. It is shared with God.
Welsh.
Somewhere with mountains. No, it's not Welsh.
Lots of references to motherlands and gods.
Not the mountains, though.
It's just anthems, though, isn't it?
It's land on it.
Yeah.
It's been through Finnish, don't forget. I've watched a lot of Eurovision. You think I'd be better at this?
Do they sing the do they all stand? Do they line
What?
up and sing the national
Well,
anthem before they go
also-
to Eurovision? Is that how it
Finland
works now?
frequently take part.
Before kick-off?
There's a difference between you paying attention to what's being said and just looking at stuff, Grav. But
All right.
Couldn't agree less.
We're on the we're on
There seems to be mutiny in that team.
I'm just implying that he derives pleasure from Eurovision. But
I do.
I know you
Absolutely.
do.
Absolutely.
Are you accusing him of having a sly one while he's watching Eurovision? Is that what you're trying to
Look,
say?
No, that's not.
Whoa!
Are you
Who said
reading
it's
too much
sly?
into that, Grav? Right,
What we going with
someone
then?
with mountains. I'm thinking Georgia again because of the Caucasus.
Gav's obsessed with Georgia, so we'll go there.
It is the Georgian
I think
national
it's
anthem.
Georgia, yeah.
Tavisu plebla. Easy for me to say after a quarter bottle of whiskey. Right,
Hey.
John and Craig. The land of poets and singers, famous celebrities. His brave warriors, mighty patriots. They lost their blood for freedom. More
Yeah.
blood.
Is this Flower of
freedom.
Scotland, Craig?
Let's do it because we are poets.
Exactly. Two logics here, right? So we've there's poets and blood and shit, and that's fucking
There's no shit
Scottish,
in it.
right? There might be. We've not heard the second verse. So who knows, right? And the second thing is, this is the sort of bullshit that Cammy would pull when he's like, oh, let's give the Scottish guys Flower of Scotland and watch as they fucking say Fiji. Ha 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 ha. Flower of Scotland.
No. Anybody else in the room know what this is?
It's mine, Hen, Vlad, and Hada.
I was going to say, I thought it was well.
Yeah, land of my fathers.
Can I say I thought it was Wales as well, but John just railroaded me like he always does.
Right,
A
Josh,
Beza Cantorion, singers and poets.
I
there you
believe
go.
you need to grow up here, Craig. Just get on with it.
My life.
Josh and Patricia, now or never to give evidence to the world that in these hands still flows Roman blood, and that in our chest we proudly hold the name, victorious in battles, Trajan's name. Sounds like something from Star Trek, I think.
So we've had Italy.
Yeah.
That's what he's been, yeah.
Italy.
What about Romania?
Okay.
Roman. Like,
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
That's very clever. Okay, then, yeah, Romania.
It isn't clever if it's totally fucking wrong. You know.
Final answer, Romania.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Romania is correct.
brilliant.
Well
We've
done.
absolutely joyrided tonight. So,
I've got a final one, and I couldn't translate this one. Okay, so I'm going to read it in Finnish. And what I'd like you to
Finland.
do is, when you know what the answer is, I'd like you to shout out, and I'll take the first person that shouts out. So I'm gonna see what national anthem is this? Seon passase, Seon passase, Seon passase. Henkin
South Africa.
heratite rumis, Henkin heratite
Ireland.
rumis, Henkin heratite rumis. Anyone want to guess?
Ireland.
South
It is-
Africa, I'm thinking.
Grav, I'll give you a point It is Ireland because that is the
Respectfully,
lyrics to "Zombie" by the Cranberries. So
So the answer is actually Munster then, not Ireland. So he gets no points.
Well, not according to the Rugby World Cup organisers, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quite
fuck
right.
the Rugby World Cup organisers for a second.
Well, they're based in fucking Dublin, so absolutely.
Patricia, we managed to get Ireland to kind of like separate itself during the World Cup on Twitter. So let's not push it too much.
Oh,
You can't separate Ireland. You'll have Amazon waiting for the troubles again.
We had that, didn't we? We had that because we had lots of people claiming that lots of Irish people in our Twitter mentions claiming the North just simply didn't exist.
the Casement Park stuff that you tweeted is still the best thing that's happened this year.
We should just take it. We'll take a moment
it's
to remember
perfect.
Cammy,
So,
Cammy and Johnny going
it's
into
very-
bat against all of Ireland.
It is very tight now. Every team now has 11 points.
Oh,
Pretty sure you've just made that
So
up.
we're going to come into this. So I think this is the last round now. I think. Let me check. Yeah, last round now. So this is a review of 2023. So each question.
this is
we've got
like
12
the equivalent of when you'd be playing a game when you were kids and you'd be winning by like 4 goals, and then they'd say next goal wins.
Yeah.
And you'd be like,
Last goal
"What the
wins.
fuck is
That's
this?"
what it is.
Well, everyone's 11 points. You can audit the scoring afterwards if you want to.
Did
Watch this
McGinty
back.
add these up?
No, McGinty wasn't needed in the end because nobody answered too close to the price, so it's fine. Right, so
Old
every
voter
question
fans.
here, every question here is moving through the year. So we've got 12 questions, one for every month of the year. So we'll start with Grav and Gavin. Question 1 from January. Name 2 of the 4 uncapped players called up to Scotland's Six Nations squads.
January.
Javen,
Javan Sebastian.
Yeah.
He was surely uncapped in January.
Javen Sebastian, and
When did we start
I-
that clock? When he's eligible again? Was that this year?
He's injured now, so you've got a chance.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't want him.
How
but-
many days till Javan is Welsh again? So
Yeah.
Javan Sebastian.
Who else would have been?
Well,
uncapped?
also-
It must be someone South African.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking the winger that isn't Doohan.
The winger that isn't due.
The other one. The other South
Which one
African
would
winger.
that be, Gav? Which one would that be?
I don't know.
One of the
he's-
Kyles.
He's called Kyle Stain.
Stain, yeah.
So you're going
Yeah,
Kyle
but-
Stain and Javan Sebastian
Yes.
for your answer. Is incorrect. Anybody else know what they? Craig and John, do you happen to know what this is?
Ben
So
Healy.
it's definitely not.
Oh,
yeah, so
Ben
Ben Healy's a great shout. Well done, Patricia.
Ben Healy's
It's not a
one,
great shout. He
yeah.
answers that for everything. He answers
If I remember, Stafford McDowell as well, was he not?
Stafford McDowell got a call up,
Stafford
but
McDowell
still,
did get a call up. Yeah.
Yep.
Johnny, no, John.
There's
Johnny
no points
Matthews
for this, by the way. Just
No,
have
I know.
interesting if you know.
We said-
Incidentally,
we said Big Ben
Stafford
Healy, right?
McDowell is not an actual name.
No,
That-
no,
No,
that's
it's the name of
Maker.
it. It's the name of an accountant's firm.
Yeah, I
We've
was gonna
established
say,
this
yeah.
already. Stafford McDowell's
Yeah, it's a
LLP.
a 6'5" accountant that runs roughshod over all your dragon shite. So none of your.
So he's so the
Everyone-
the answer. The
Everyone
reason why
runs over
the
dragon.
reason
Fucking
why
agree.
Javan Sebastian wasn't named, I think he got capped in the autumn tests.
He did, yeah, which is a fucking disgrace,
So it's
but-
Rory McConaughey, who still has never played for Scotland.
No.
We're
Even
just
with a
doing that
name
to
like
troll
Rory
England.
McConaughey.
Yeah, he's been capped for England, but we just keep calling him in the Scotland squad.
It's the
Just
same
for
with
the
Cam
roles.
Henderson as well.
Cammy Henderson's in there. Ben Healy and Stafford McDowell were the 4 that were
Nice.
called up by Scotland uncapped players. Right, number 2 for John and Craig. Who described Wales as a laughing stock in February 2023?
Everyone.
I was going to say who didn't.
Is it coach?
Alan Wynne Jones.
He opposite Warren Gatland.
Warren Gatland, that's what I was going to say.
Wayne Pivac.
It'll have been someone close to the right. So
Either the chief executive of Wales,
yeah,
the WRU.
or Dan Bigger, because that's the sort of shit he would come out with. Who are we thinking? Just because
It's got to be Jiffy, though, is it? No,
yeah. Let's.
he calls him a laughing stock regularly.
Yeah.
You going with Jiffy?
Yeah, why not?
It is not Jiffy. No, does anybody know the answer to this? Any of the Wales contingent know the
Ken
answer to
Owens,
this?
isn't it?
It was Ken Owens. Well done, Josh. No extra points though. Josh and Patricia, what permanent change did Ireland women's team make in March 2023?
Oh,
Uh,
they changed their shorts colours.
Shorts, yeah.
Blue from white to blue.
That is correct. They changed the colour of their shorts from white to
Hang
dark.
on, we got Wales. Gravenat got Scotland.
It's completely random.
the
I did a
actual
draw at the start for who goes first, who goes second, who goes third. So there's no pattern to these questions whatsoever. So Grav and Gavin. Next question. Who was named player of the championship for the 2023 TikTok Six Nations?
The
tournament took place in April. So who was named player of the championship?
Oh my God, I was there when they bloody handed out the awards. Jesus. Oh God, why can't I think of a name? Oh,
It's
I'm
a
just
woman.
enjoying
There's a
watching you
clue.
trying to
It is.
think
It
of
is
it.
a woman.
is it Marley Packer?
No.
That's who I was thinking.
I thought it was the
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go for.
Were you going for Marley Packer?
I mean,
it's
yeah, he
her
was
or the
there, so I'm not going
Friends
to go
10.
against him.
No, it's Hero of the Friends 10. Oh God,
That's who I was thinking of. Right. If it's her, then Rhiannon Garth Jones is going to be very unhappy with me.
Look, let's
We'll
say
go Marley Parker.
Is that just because that you know a name?
Yeah.
Partially.
All right. Okay. Anybody know the answer to this? It's not Marley Packer.
Was it Gabrielle Vernier?
That is correct, Patricia. Yes, it's Gabrielle Vernier. John and Craig.
Packer was nominated though.
Who won the 2022-23 Turnover King Award in the official URC end of season awards? They give out lots of bullshit awards in the URC. I discovered.
They dashed them out.
And mostly
Who was
Irish
the
players,
turnover
funny
king?
enough. It's got to be Irish player.
Oh, but one of your is it Tide Burn maybe or something like that?
It's
Craig?
I think it's either Ty Burn or it's the other Irish player with a head cap. What's his name?
Van der Fleer.
Van der Fleer.
Yeah, I'm upset at both of these, but
But
I
then
suppose,
there is Jamie Ritchie and also because
let's go with our gut feel on this. Let's go for the blue scrum capped wonder
Tyburn.
that is Tideburn.
No, it's Thomas Young from Cardiff.
Tom
who
Young,
got 17.
yeah.
17
John
turnovers.
Hodnett was defensive king, and I think they announced him at the same time because I think he got the most tackles, and then Thomas Young got the most turnovers. So,
I hope that's not the next question.
It
but
would have
it's our
been
turn anyway. It's our
It would have
turn.
been a
Well,
long
It is your
road,
turn,
Sarah.
exactly. So, who scored the winning try in the top 14 final in June?
How am I supposed to know?
Josh and Patricia, who scored the winning try?
It's Sintomac.
Final answer?
Yeah, it was that ridiculous fucking.
It was that ridiculous try.
spaceman
Yep.
try.
Roman Intermac scored their winning try. So, Grav and Gavin, in July, who did Razi Erasmus describe as being like a box of chocolates?
Forrest Gump. No.
Yeah.
Like a box of chocolates.
Orgy Snayman.
Well, I'm still trying to work out how many boxes of chocolates would be the pack that Razzie picked.
I
Not
was
in
thinking
boxes, it's in
dairy
individual
milk
chocolates.
or Milky Way. Oh God,
Actually
Who would
strikes
you
me
describe as a
as
box of
heroes
chocolates?
kind of guy.
is he talking about the country?
Was he talking about himself? It seems like the kind of thing that Razzie
I'll
would do.
go with that. It's better than anything I've got in my brain.
You going with he's talking about himself?
Yeah.
No, it's Eddie Jones. He did say you never know what you're going to get afterwards. That was a full quote.
Did he do it in the accent?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't think he
Except
could.
you kind of do
you know what you're
going
going
to
to
get.
get.
with
You're
it.
gonna get, yeah.
100% know what you're going to get. You're going to get an
You
RC.
know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah, an RC bald knobhead. That's what you're getting.
It's like our listeners every week. They know what
I
they're
was
going
going to say they're going to get asking gold knobheads.
And me. Number 8 then. So this is Craig and John. In September, World Rugby announced measures it was taking to crack down on online player abuse. But which two players did the official World Rugby newsletter Rugby Pass award 0 out of 10 player ratings for in August of 2023? So
I'm
two
hoping-
players, the official World Rugby newsletter,
Right.
Rugby
Okay.
Pass awarded 0 out of 10 in August
So-
2023.
Got to imagine one's got to be Owen Farrell.
Yeah.
Because, he deserves that. But Owen Farrell, be kind to Owen. #prick.
One for each arm and his tackles.
Right, who's the other one? Who else are we being kind to, Craig? Who else is a knob end that wants us to be kind to them?
Dan Bigger.
Dan Bigger, yeah, he does sound like he needs somebody. I think he's so arrogant he wouldn't care. But yeah, Dan Bigger and Owen Farrell.
Incorrect. So you don't get any points for it at all. It was Owen Farrell and Billy Vunipola.
Ah,
yeah.
Hashtag be kind for
Be
more Rugby
kind.
there. Josh and Patricia, we're into September now. And what did French actor Jean Dujardin dress up as during the opening ceremony of the World Cup in September?
This is the
He
greatest moment of the year.
He was no, because that wasn't. He wasn't the guy that dressed up as the cockerel, was he? Was
I
that
don't
him?
think-
'Cause I was at the
No.
World Cup opening ceremony, but I don't know who any of the people were.
I was going to say you literally were there, Patricia.
I
so,
was
you know.
literally there. Yeah, well, he
See,
must have been the guy. He must have been the guy who dressed up as the cockerel, but I feel like he actually wasn't.
It's got to
No,
be
I
one
feel
of
like
the
he
team.
wouldn't have asked the
He-
question.
I
if
think
he
by the
wasn't.
time I turned in, he was like wearing a sort of like Peaky Blinders cap and a vest.
He was dressed as the guy from.
Oh, that's
the
he
guy
was
from
dressed
Les
as the
Mis.
working man, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was. I don't know. He was like stealing bread or some shit.
Yeah,
Man stealing bread.
yeah.
Famous
sure.
role.
Exactly the opposite of that. It was a man selling bread. He was a baker. So I can't accept the
That's
answer because you
upsetting.
answered exactly the opposite of what he
Take a
dressed
point
up
off,
as.
I say. Take a point off him.
I'm loving
Right.
loving this attitude up here. Yes.
Grav and Gavin. The WXV1 tournament was held in New Zealand in October, but where were the WXV2 and 3 tournaments held?
Was he in
Dubai,
Dubai?
wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was Dubai.
yeah. Rugby stronghold.
Yeah.
Dubai.
Rugby stronghold and human rights stronghold Dubai. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the other one.
Oh, well, they're not both in the same place.
All right, incorrect then.
Hang
So
on,
what
hang
was
on.
it? No. That's your
Gav
final
was
answer.
still
It was just
thinking.
Dubai.
Gav
No, I'm
was
not
still
accepting it.
thinking.
You were.
The other one
It's
was
South
in-
Africa, South Africa and Dubai
South
were the
Africa. Oh, of course
answers.
it was.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was like, I thought we played in South Africa, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I just spent the whole time ranting about Afghanistan playing Ireland and the weirdest thing that's ever happened in women's rugby.
I think you'll call that tier 2.
Well, it was.
tier
It was.
3,
a-
sorry.
No, it wasn't
Tier 3.
Afghanistan. It wasn't Afghanistan. Was it?
It was
It was
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Kazakhstan. It was a
And that's-
Because
scam.
that makes it any better.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's where I thought
I-
Black Iron or whatever their name was from. I thought it was Kazakhstan, but
There might be
Afghanistan
Black
having a
Lions.
women's rugby
Black
team
Lions, that's it.
competing at this level.
It's
I think
unlikely, isn't it? Considering women can't go to school or get a haircut.
Yeah.
Listen,
They're
have you
not
seen
doing
the way?
women
professional
play
sport.
Have you
See,
seen the
women
way
being
the
allowed to play
IRF?
rugby.
Have you seen the way the IRFU treat their women? Like, honestly, they're better.
Well, that's
They
why
just make
World
them
Rugby
live in
plays games
South
in
Dublin.
Dubai, Grav.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
They
the
don't care
Irish are
about
so
women.
comfortable with it.
I think there is a difference between banning women from going to school and making them live in South Dublin. Not a huge
Wow, you
difference,
say
but-
Right, then we've got. So next is Craig and John.
Mhm.
Ali Price joined Embra on loan in November. What
Oh,
team did
fuck
Price
off.
win the Melrose Sevens with in 2012?
Saracens, I believe.
Final
Was it
answer?
Saracens? Yes.
It was Saracens, correct. Last question for Patricia and Josh. In December, Dr. James Robson announced he would be stepping down as team doctor for the Scotland team after the Six Nations. What year did he first start working with the national team?
I didn't read the statement, so I have no fucking idea.
We were talking about this on our podcast this week. Oh God, what is it?
We had a question from January, and Josh had one from Tuesday. But what's going on here?
You're absolutely spot on, mate.
I'm thinking. I'm sure it's 91. Is it 91?
91.
Canada.
91. Final answer. Yep, correct.
Brilliant.
1991 as a physiotherapist.
Well, I'm
So
mainly
there we
happy
go.
about that because it means I've retained information from 2 days ago, which always a given.
So to be fair, given the time, we have got 3 extra The Price is Right questions to go through just to complete the full set. So we're going to do the last 3, the Ali Price is Right questions, just to finish off this quiz. And I'm going to tell you what the scores are until we get the end of this. So Grav and
Is that your
Gavin,
way of saying that we're 3 points ahead, Cammy?
we'll start with you. How much do you think the official Edinburgh Rugby tartan trousers are?
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ! What
However much they are, it's too much.
Oh,
How very dare you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like Johnny would know this. This sounds like a very Tory product.
I'm not anti-tartan, but tartan trousers.
I
come on,
love a
fellas.
pair of tartan trousers. They're pretty good, actually. I've really grown on them in the
I've
last
got a
year.
pair of tartan shoes, aye.
You've been spending
was-
too much time in
what-
Edinburgh, John Anderson.
Apparently so, yes.
Pair of
I feel like on a
trousers,
podcast with Rupert the Bay. What's going on with these tartan trousers?
You will see my tartan trousers in Six Nations, Graf.
Oh,
Don't
Jesus.
you worry.
Are you wearing tartan trousers to Wales, Craig?
Honestly, no. I want to keep them nice because I'm going to be spilling shit all over them, so it'll be my jeans probably.
50
Price
quid.
50
Have
quid
you-
you're going
Oh, yeah,
with. Is
there's
that
a
the final
question.
answer, Grav? And
There's-
there's a question, Grav, yeah. It's a 50 quid you're going with.
Sure.
I reckon it's way more than that.
50,
more,
right.
yeah.
Okay, Josh and Patricia, I'll come to you next. Just for national basis, because these guys.
200 quid.
No, they're
like-
definitely less than that. Josh B.
Oh,
Serious, a
but-
pair of
No,
hands.
because they take this is Scotland we're talking about here. They take
You
this
could
shit
buy
seriously.
6 French table
If
knives
it was,
for that.
if this was any other nation, they'd be 50 quid and they'd be made out of polyester. These are going to be like woven from like
They'll be
wool
made
and
of
shit.
polyester. There's no way they're making
They're-
actual
but
tartan trousers.
They're rugby trousers, though.
Yeah, but they're Edinburgh Rugby tartan. I bet
Edinburgh.
I bet there's an official Edinburgh Rugby tartan, like there is an SRU one.
There's
John's
John's
Glasgow one
nodding.
as well.
He knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Glasgow
I
one as
reckon-
well. It's very nice, actually, the Glasgow
And
one.
there's an official maker for the SRU as well that makes all the tartan stuff and all the high level stuff.
I reckon it's 200 quid. I reckon it's like something silly.
Do you reckon?
I
All right,
reckon
let's
it's
official-
let's go with it then.
300.
The official
okay.
Edinburgh tartan comes in South African colours is the only issue.
It does, yeah. It's-
John and
it's a rainbow
John and
nation.
Craig. John and Craig.
Craig, you've got a pair, so how much were they?
No. I think I've got 2 answers. It's either 160 quid or I think it's 249 or something.
It's very
So-
particular.
Fucking
Which
hell.
one?
Yeah,
which
but
one do you reckon?
because they're done by it's
It's slant, is it?
it's
I know
Gav,
Anderson's,
we're praying that
Anderson's down in Leith.
Yeah.
Gav, we're praying that Cammy found another sale.
Yeah. I definitely think they're expensive.
Cheap bastard. Do you want to go 249 then? Or do you think
Go in the
160?
middle. Let's go in the middle.
Go in the middle, that's fine.
What do you think?
Well, it's your bullshit tartan they're buying, so I don't care.
Let's go with 249 then.
You go 249?
Yeah.
It is £245
Oh,
for a pair of Edinburgh Rugby tartan trousers. So the next one, and we'll
You're my
start
boy,
with
bro.
Craig.
You're
Craig
my
and John,
boy.
because you won that round. I'm starting with you. How much for the official Glasgow Warrior tartan trousers?
Talk about polyester. It'll be polyester.
They're made out of those flags behind me.
And will it not be fairly similar, John? Because I'm sure it's Sandersons that make it as well.
I bet they're less though.
We've got a Glasgow based. So I think it's Slanty that do it over here.
Is it?
I think so. But it'll be
Primark.
similar.
Okay.
I
Edinburgh woolen
I
though.
think it's slightly cheaper. I reckon 200.
200 is
I'll
that
go
your
with
final
you,
answer? 200,
I'll go
okay.
200, yeah.
Patricia and Josh, coming to you next.
I think they're
I
probably
reckon-
cheaper again.
I reckon 150. Why not?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
You go to 150?
Yeah.
Because
150.
if you've ever seen
okay.
the Glasgow tartan, it's pish. It's awful.
Grav and Gavin. We've got 200, 150. What are you going for the official Glasgow Warriors tartan trousers?
Gav, we've lost anyway. £12.50.
£201.72.
The whole range. I need a consistent answer from the two of you.
Quick, Cammy, what's in the middle of those two numbers?
We'll go £201.71. What'd you say? What he said?
What he said, no, it's not right. So Josh and Trish have won that one. It's £125. Just shows how much regard the people of Glasgow have for tartan trousers. It's exactly the
How
same.
much were they? Sorry, I was
125. So it's exactly the same people that make them.
Is
The
it?
only difference is the pattern. It's the same material. It's just a different pattern. It's half the price.
No, it's
They're
the only
short.
difference isn't the pattern. The only difference is the crowd they're trying to sell it to.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
That's
the
fair.
last
I'm
one,
dogs.
the last one we'll start with Josh and Patricia because you won that. Is a used Ozzy the Osprey official soft toy on eBay.
A used one. Has it been my dog that's been using it?
They don't sell them anymore, and it's described as rare.
Oh.
I'll add that in. It was in capital letters. It said rare.
Josh is gonna buy that after we're finished here, however much it is. Josh, you're on mute, so you're just gonna talk to yourself. But
How do you use? No, don't answer that question. Actually,
We've lost Josh's audio at the time.
Josh,
The thought of Ozzy the Osprey soft toy was too much for Josh.
But if he just unmutes his
back.
mic, sure,
I'm back.
that would fix
Sorry,
it.
bye.
He was just bidding.
I mean, can you put a price on something this beautiful? You know,
I reckon it's probably like 35 quid.
oh, it's not that much. No,
Do you
I
reckon?
reckon
No.
I reckon 15 quid, something like that.
Rare.
Okay.
Rare.
Is it
It's
Aussie or
rare.
is it like the female Aussie? Because there was like a lady osprey as well.
It
I
was
don't
a
even-
white and black. It was white and black. In
Oh,
the
the OG. Fair play.
the OG
Yeah.
OG Aussie. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon
It-
15 quid.
It says rare in brackets though.
If they didn't call the female one Sharon after the main one being called Aussie, it would really make sense for them to find this.
They weren't thinking with that level of marketing fucking synergy.
No, I know. I've seen the Ospreys before.
Come on.
So you go 15.
You think it's 15?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
All right.
Okay, Gavin, you're next.
I'm going to say 99 pence because there's no bids as of yet.
yeah. And
Oh,
no
that's
one's
not-
paying that. No one's
I'm not
paying
talking about how
anything
much
for
they're
that.
selling them for. We're just asking about how much people are asking for them. Come on.
99 pence is a starting point. And it could be a buy it now, but I'm going to say 99 pence currently.
99 pence. Okay.
How
and
long's left to run on this?
John and Craig, what are you going for? Aussie the Osprey.
3 minutes 14 seconds approximately, and it's ticking down.
99 pence.
I'm going to snipe it at £1. So, what are we thinking, Craig? The Welsh
think-
do have an inflated sense of their own worth. So
Absolutely. Well, I think it's the price of one of the Scarlet's props. I think it's about 25.
Yeah, I was going
quid.
to say, yeah, it's about
99 pence.
Probably a tenner for every league title we've won, actually. Yeah. So, 50 quid. Yeah.
I think 20 quid or something.
I don't think it'll be as
25.
much as that. No,
No.
I think it'll probably be lower. Desperate times call for desperate.
I will bow down to you.
Probably, yeah. I think 7 quid, and it's probably getting donated to someone's contract.
The correct answer is $14.99. So Josh and Patricia were pretty bang on.
Wow.
Look, I know
Josh
my
is
mark.
winning the bid. Josh, you won't win.
he knows what he just bet. Fuck's sake.
I'm selling it. Come on.
I think with if
There's no way
anything,
you'd sell that, Josh. You know
Hey,
that.
Gav, I've got a whole box full of them here. They're not like I've got a young family.
as you say, so the outcome of that quiz is in last place we have Quiz Harris with 11 points. Next we have the fucking idiots on 13, and in the lead and winning the quiz, it is built different. Josh and Patricia with 16 points. Congratulations, well done. Your prize is Patricia, I'll send you the link to the life-size Anton Dupont
Thank you.
cardboard cutout, and Josh, you can have the link to the rare Aussie the Osprey. soft toy.
He's got the link. He's got the login.
He's the seller.
It is.
I wore a T-shirt that said "I Heart Antoine" to the France-South Africa quarterfinal in the World Cup, so I'll put that on the cardboard cutout when it arrives.
Nice.
I
That's
agree.
pretty
Yeah,
special.
it's better than what I'll be honest. It's better than when you see it. It is better than what it's wearing at the minute. They've done him dirty.
Google.
It must have been the only high-res image of Anton Dupont they could get for free.
Board cut
Yeah.
out. Is there a special thing I should go to, Cam? Oh my days!
Antoine
Wow.
Dupont cardboard cutout. Silver shirt, black trousers.
I
It's not a good
mean,
look.
it's a fucking horrible state of affairs, actually. It's pretty bad. Like,
He looks like, I'll
wow.
not lie, he looks like one of the actors that played the Hobbit at the at like a red carpet ceremony.
Yeah. So what you could do for your local club team is you could buy a few of those and use them as a defensive line. And that could be fucking brilliant.
Why have they
actually.
chosen that photo
Scarlets
of
have been
Antoine
doing
Dupont?
that all season.
Exactly. It's weird, isn't it?
Scarlets have been doing that defensively
Of all the
season.
many photos. I like that.
Oh, wow.
But they've been running their defensive drills against cardboard cutout DuPonts. That explains what's going on, right?
And the
He does-
DuPonts
he
won.
looks- Patricia and
That
Josh are
is-
just seeing this picture of the life-size cardboard cutout. He looks like a man at the end of the bar
That's the one.
on at a singles night in the 80s.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Why has he got those trousers on? They are
able-
Hang on.
trousers.
Cammy, you didn't do your research. There's another Antoine Dupont
Yeah.
cardboard cutout that is called Antoine Dupont in brackets casual
Brackets
cardboard
casual.
cutout.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a
But is that not the mini one? Because there was
Yeah,
a
he's
mini
got-
one
No.
that came out.
These life size
same
and
So-
mini.
So
He's got cargo
I've just
pants
also
on.
obviously Googled that, right? We've got Antoine Dupont's shirt, casual in the Google things. Then Warren Gatland as a life-size cardboard cutout. Can you guess what the fifth life-size cardboard cutout that Google's
I've got it in
provided?
front of me, so I know what the answer is. But
The fifth cardboard
randomly-
cutout for is it
So yeah,
rugby?
the sequence is DuPont casual, DuPont casual. Sorry, DuPont shirt, DuPont casual, Warren Gatland in a Lions blazer, and then another famous cardboard cutout.
Gal Gadot.
Rob Howley.
Bryn Gatland.
It is not Bryn Gatland. It is Prince Andrew. Then
Hang on.
Antoine Dupont again, Nigel Farage, Boris Johnson, Warwick Davis for some reason, Stephen
hope he's
Gerrard,
cheaper, 'cause,
Alan
like-
Shearer.
I'm not outing you as a Tory, Josh, but I don't have those ones on mine. I just have
Well,
Stephen Gerrard.
I mean, to be fair, I-
Don't-
I am-
You regularly accept cookies, Josh, yeah?
There's
I'm
one-
browsing
Not-
from
not
the
from
Rock
Prince
account,
Andrew.
which think that I am extremely into rugby
There's
union,
one-
and
there's
therefore
one
it's
here
giving
called-
me one.
There's one here called Men's Rugby Group, and it's Owen Farrell, Chris Robshaw, and Jamie George. And there's also England Rugby Mask Pack for 50 quid. You can get 10 England Rugby player masks.
Holy shit.
What a
I think that
steal.
was the 41st shade of grey, I believe. Wearing an England rugby mask to bed.
That website also sells Antoine Dupont's brackets beard big head, which I take is one of those massive heads that people sometimes wear.
Oh,
You can
hang
also
on.
get a
Bundyaki mask. Get in.
hello.
That's Patricia's weekend sorted life-size
Is it-
Anton Dupont with a Bundy mask.
Does anybody want a
Bundy
Does anybody
mask.
want a Sir Clive Woodward half body buddy cutout for Christmas?
Kind of.
Well,
A half body. Hang on, say that again.
I've
Hang on.
got 4 already, but you know.
A half,
You can
A
never have
half-
too many.
a half body buddy.
That's what it's
What's
called.
that?
He's 90,
Yeah.
90 centimeters tall and 70 centimeters wide. It says in capital letters and in bold, not full body.
Which would suggest that Clive Woodward was 180 centimetres in real life, being half body.
Have we?
which,
Have we
given
ever
those
seen? Has
two-
anybody ever seen Sir Clive Woodward's legs?
No,
Not since he was in the dojo.
I'm really going to enjoy looking through all of the rugby players that they have cardboard cutouts of, to be honest.
we'll
Well,
leave,
there's-
we'll
probably-
leave,
Yeah.
we'll leave,
Damn it.
we'll leave you to
I'm
your
not
own.
gonna-
Yeah, I'm not
There
having
is
that.
the creepiest statement of the night.
Well,
Don't
I've
like John.
already come across one who lost his job for sexual assault allegations. So,
But I mean, given what? No.
oh, there's a second men's rugby.
And that's going to trump my Shannon Frizzell Japanese love pillow.
Don't worry,
This
John
is
McNaught
great,
was going to
guys.
work for the IRFU.
This is great.
There's a
I'm getting all
Nathan,
these
Nathan Earl one. Who's
Josh, they've
that?
got Jax from Love Island in the rugby section.
Nice.
This has given me so many ideas for the next phase of my
They've-
Jack Dempsey fandom. This is
Got a Sarah Hunter one that is so terrifying I may never sleep again.
Oh,
Done to her hair.
Bill Beaumont smile. I doubt
Oh,
it.
God.
Celebrity mask.
What era? What era are we talking? What era, Bilbo? Are we talking like? Could I
Question of
recreate early,
Oh, no,
like
they-
late 80s, early 90s question of sport with it, or are we talking?
No, it looks like they took it like yesterday.
Ah,
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
It's a 2 for
God.
1 with Emily News.
Yeah, he was on with Emily News, wasn't he?
He
That
was,
the
yeah,
other
they were-
captain, yeah.
Would anyone
Yeah.
care for George Skivington brackets shorts? Anyone? No.
What, his
know,
shorts or
I'm all right, thanks.
are they signed?
No.
Oh, no, then.
Hey, listen, Johnny McGinty's got a pair of Stuart Hogg's.
That's why I
long
made
shorts,
the joke about how
and I'm thinking,
important.
I'm thinking to myself, there's a lot more in that than you actually need than you used to think.
Hang
there
on,
was.
everybody.
they need to be
Jonathan Davis.
incinerated?
That's
Jonathan
a boil
Davis,
wash to
bracket-
a Tom
Bracket
Schultz.
smile big head. Anyone want a Jonathan Davis bracket
I know.
smile big head?
Which one?
Which
Jiffy
does
or
Which one?
Fox?
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
big difference.
It's Jiffy.
Jiffy, a
The
Jiffy.
one out of
Oh,
the
no.
one out of corn.
Now, that I'm into, Gav. Right, let's do that. I will have that.
I
And I'll
think
try to
Cammy.
recreate Grav's effort from the
It
the
sounds.
show when he done the song. It was class.
Do you know? It sounds to me like everyone's a winner tonight because everyone's going to be able to go away and buy their own life-size cutout of whatever's going to make them happy.
Lawrence
Like
Delalio
one's
brackets young.
stubble.
Lawrence Dahlio brackets what?
Young.
Oh,
I thought you said
There you go.
stoned. I was like,
Aye.
well. I won't go into that because
I
Cammy will
don't
have to
think. I
start
don't
editing
think.
again.
I don't think I need to edit that one out. I think that one might have been true.
Can you not just like cut so after the alleged incident earlier on? Could you not just put stop and just put a video of you just going allegedly, and then continue? Does that not work?
It might
Is it
work for
or-
me,
is
but I
it
think Craig
alleged?
might still be in trouble.
Is it alleged?
I love that.
It's been in the papers, hasn't it?
I'm just going to
It
edit
was.
this so
I
that
remember-
Craig's really in trouble.
One of my greatest memories, the greatest game I ever went to was at Murrayfield. It was the 2000 Calcutta Cup. Not only did we win the match, but it was just after Lawrence Delalio had been caught in that sting by the sun. And we were right down the front there taking a group of kids from Berwick Rugby Club to go and watch this match. Right down the front. There was a load of really drunk guys around us. Lawrence Delalio was lining up on the wing to take the kick off. And this guy just shouts out, the confetti. That's it. They had confetti coming from the ceiling, landing on the pitch. And this guy just shouted out, "Lawrence, you can't sniff it."
Oh, and we should be
He did
kind
not
to
look
people,
happy.
shouldn't we?
Bing bong, everyone. There's 2 different Max Evans cardboard cutouts.
Oh,
Which one of them is
Speaking of
wearing a
people
tinfoil
snorting
hat?
Speaking of people
Can I
snorting
just-
things they shouldn't, there's 2 Max Evans cardboard cutouts.
I've had a double whammy today because not only did Pierre Schumann shave all his hair off and looks in the current Mrs. Manson's what's the word, opinion,
Eyes.
hotter than he always has done. Not only that, but he was being shaved by Dave Cherry. It was a double whammy.
You know, that makes sense. Like, if you're going to entrust your
Does it?
shaving to anyone, you would go right, looking across that Edinburgh line, you would go, that guy looks like he knows how to shave a head.
I'd
And
go
you
with the
would
guy who
He's
fell
got
drunk down a
the-
set of stairs. That's
Yeah,
who
I'm
I'd
going
go
to
with in my hair.
go. Listen, I would check if Dave Cherry had drunk a couple of bottles of wine first, and then say, yeah, you can shave my
Does he
head.
have a tea tray in his hand? Is he planning to go downstairs? No. It's fine. He should shave my
Shave the
head.
head.
On you go, mate.
And on that glorious note, and that might be something else I've got to wait. I don't know.
Aye.
That's libelous as well. I forget sometimes what we know and we're allowed to say, and what we know and we're not allowed to say. So it's just as well. This is behind a paywall.
No
But
knowns,
anyway.
known unknowns, unknown knowns.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
And
Those
there are the known knowns that would get us sued. There are the unknown knowns that might get us sued, and there are the known unknowns that would get us sued. And they're all.
Well,
We tread a careful line with them.
The sue us for knowing that Steve Cherry shaves his head.
Exactly. That's all we
Yeah.
said.
That's all we said, indeed. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much to Grav and Gavin and Patricia and Josh for joining us this evening for our Christmas quiz. Merry Christmas to all of you. John and Craig, thank you again for joining us. As always, at this moment in time, we don't have future plans for the podcast, except we'll be back in the new year. There's the 1872 Cup. We've got a podcast previewing that with Rory Hamilton from Viaplay, if you want to go and listen to that. Depending on availability, we may do some 1872 Cup pods. Otherwise, we'll be back the week of the 8th of January. For the moment, though, it is goodbye from me and goodbye from everybody else.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas all.
Bye, Merry
The
Christmas.
Donald Clowin.
There always has to be.